We lived in a Jewish ghetto, and everybody's helping everybody, even if they had very little. There was always a helping hand for others. So when you grow up in an environment like that, I think it shapes you in terms of what you're going to become. You gain your values, your personality from your environment, which, what does a person become? It's nurture and nature. We're all born with a DNA of skills. I think that's the immigrant mentality. You have no choice. You do things out of necessity, and you had to keep working. So you sort of work through the pain. So you learn early on that there's no excuses. Try to do your best. It was an evolution. It wasn't a sort of a planned period of a planned career. And that's when I determined to make, or try to make, the hotel business a career. So that was like 1972. So that's like 11 years after the first hotel. So this was not an overnight dream. The quality of the service, the difference of how we operated that hotel in London versus our competitors, who were the world's best at that time. And that's what I knew we could do better than others. And that's why we said at that point, we're going to specialize and try to be the best. It's a global business world that we're living in. So I think there are different cultures now that you are, coming in contact with. But for your own personal way of doing business, do I still do business on a handshake? Yes. When I make a commitment, if I say I'm going to do something, or they tell me what they're going to do, I believe them. Not everybody abides by the same standards or principles. So we've been burned. But if you think about it, we have 85 hotels. We have more than 60 that are under development or construction. We've sold or stepped out of another 25. So if in the course of all of that, over a 50-year history, if you run into 3 or 4, the percentages are still on your side to shake hands and say yes, because you lose so much more time if you don't trust the person. We had to stop, rebuild the people part of the company, and then we could move forward. And what was interesting, because we did continue to get telephone calls, and I just explained to people, I said, look, we just aren't going to be able to do for you what you're coming to Four Seasons for. And most developer financiers appreciated the candor and said, well, look, we're in no hurry. When do you think you'll be ready? And I said, I don't know. But when we are, I'll get back to you. So you don't lose anything if you're intending to live up to what the business arrangements are supposed to be.